All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for Banana Fish, episode 1. All right,
new show
that has been in polls for the SOS lore side of things for a long time.
It has struggled, it has fought, and now it has won.
It has won, but is it truly free? Yes, there has been a couple things with this show that we've been made aware of, just as this has been
content warning type stuff.
Yeah. This has been our just general policy here when there's a show that deals with a lot of things that might not necessarily be too much for us, but we still want to be on the safe side of things. Because we generally like to do a show all the way to completion. Like, we don't cancel shows because we pretty much always like the things that we end up watching. But this one deals with a lot of stuff with regards to sexual violence and stuff that could be very triggering, especially because some of it involves kids potentially as well.
Right, and that's something that's good to know, before going into a show like this, I can imagine.
Yeah, because I think that there's a lot of things that can be gained from a mature discussion with regards to things like this. But given that this is, meant to be entertainment, and we're not watching a documentary for the sake of getting educated, there's a lot of ways in which a material like this could end up being insensitive and maybe not handling things as maturely as possible.
Or even just being something where it's like, oh shit, that's what we're dealing with in this show. We didn't know what we were getting into. We weren't necessarily up for that at that point in time,
Yeah, and in a lot of ways, that's something that's just better to be lightly spoiled on the material than be surprised later, especially if it's something where we didn't vibe with the way things were handled in terms of the respectfulness or what have you. But okay,
heard really good things about this show.
All in all, this is actually a show I've heard quite a bit about. That this is something that we would definitely get a lot of discussion out of, but also it's something where it's not necessarily a strictly genre-limited show as well.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm looking forward to a couple of things that I've heard about it being explored here, because there's certain things from the marketing and the poster that seem to hint at a specific genre. One that hints at maybe the moniker of your book title.
Indeed, yes.
But then also there's apparently a crime aspect to it as well. Maybe a little bit of a thriller. But yeah. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Ooh. Gunshot at the beginning. Okay.
Looks like a blood splatter effect on the title.
It's Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1. Oh my god, it is Attack on Titan Season 4 Part 1. What? Shit. Okay. Some Warzone. Of course, Sarge is mad at Griff.
Yeah, I didn't want to make a joke about ammo, but... Oh, shit.
Holy shit!
Fuck.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man.
Well, that's a start. Oh.
Banana fish? Oh.
Well, all right.
Oh.
Damn.
Some kind of brainwashing.
Love the music.
Oh, damn. Been stabbed, probably.
Keys.
A car? An apartment?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, we got our title code word catchphrase. Oh shit.
Who? Okay.
Whoa. This is a really cool opening
yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, this voice.
Yeah.
It's historical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, sure.
Well, okay.
I love this.
Yes.
What? Ha ha ha. Yeah, they're giving us a lot to keep track of, yeah, and work with, yeah.
Okay.
Japanese guy will definitely be our other main character.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, he stole that?
So is that
bullet,
maybe...
But it's not... It's got something inside it.
Uh-huh. Like, maybe like the prototype for a new, like, version of Banana Fish or something, or...
Oh, possibly. Yeah. Oh, is this the soldier? This is the vet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Cool. So we've got the emotional core.
Yep.
We're getting introduced to the duo protagonist here.
All right,
AG and Ash. Okay.
And AG seems fairly, like, normal, you know, no crazy story or anything.
Damn. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, this voice as well. Yeah. Cool. We got a rival. Oh. Okay.
Either one doesn't sound good.
Yeah, this moves fast.
It really does, yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Kill him. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this is a hell of a thing. We've got our potential, like, kind of...
Yeah, we got people on all sides of the conflict.
Yeah. No. He's not that young. Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
Gotcha.
He's gonna be. Yeah, he's gonna be
Get info.
infiltrating. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
17. I'm getting a Griffith vibe a little bit from
Ash.
From Ash, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he does know. Okay. Whoa.
Really?
Whoa. Oh shit. Okay. We're moving this fast.
Gotcha.
Oh shit. Oh man. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. Oh, cool. Whoa.
All right.
Basically saying I'm in pain, I'm in suffering, help me.
Sure.
Oh god.
Wow.
They look so stiff.
Uh-huh. All right.
Nice. So they all turn their heads a little bit. And they will become best of friends. Or something more.
You sure you want to ask that question?
Yeah, I was going to say, he's from Japan. It's a culture shock thing. I love this so much.
Yep.
Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the weak shit. Yeah. Oh no, he's already a little bit bit tipsy.
Totally wild.
That little twinkle.
Yep.
Oh shit! They're all gonna get caught. Oh damn! Whoa!
This is good action.
Shit!
Oh!
that was awesome! That was amazing!
Oh shit!
Forcing them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And of course, they take both of them.
Shit!
Wow! And then the episode began with a gunshot. It ends with a gunshot. Yep. Whoa!
Holy shit!
And we're going into the OP.
Oh yeah, getting rid of the phones.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, he's on his way. Here we go.
But they want this to happen, don't they?
Yep.
This song is awesome.
Oh, wow! That was a
hell of a first episode.
Great first episode.
Damn, this was an intense first episode.
Yeah, we got so much.
Oh
but my brain could not keep up with all the little things that we set up here. We took so much notes for this first episode. Oh my god. So we've got ourselves our kind of awkward fish out of water, good boy. Yes, exactly. AG, who definitely is going to end up kind of as the antithesis, but also partner to Ash Lynx,
right.
the 17-year-old gang boss who's united tons of different street gangs together.
Oh, yeah.
Has deals with cops, has also deals with the mafia, is a rising star.
Yep.
Even wants a magazine article coming out about him from a Japanese publication, which might also be a way to send in potentially some undercover kind of police angle kind of thing, because it definitely gave me the vibe that they were like, AG could be useful,
You're right.
But
the police were definitely more invested in that happening than Ash was.
Yes, Ash was like, "Oh,
no,
fuck, really? I gotta do that."
Yeah,
and then Skip's like, "Hey, I mean, then they'll owe you one." Like this is a thing that they want.
Right?
And in some ways, I kind of like that. This is a thing where it's kind of a give and take kind of thing, because
scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Right, because obviously it seems like the cops are not trying to do in Ash and try and catch him in some kind of trap like the mafia did.
Exactly.
Here.
They're probably after much bigger fish. In fact, the fact that Ash is kind of uniting the gangs probably helps
scares
out a
the
lot.
Mafia, if anything.
Well, it scares the mafia, but then it makes for less chaotic streets for the cops.
Right.
And then if he can help them get to the mafia, then they're like, okay, cool. That's real business.
Yeah, Ash already gave one of his very strong ideals in that he does not like to see people killed.
Right.
Because that guy died, and he mentioned banana fish, this is personal.
Yep.
This is very personal.
Right. And killed by his own men.
Yeah. I 100% buy that he's like, no, I'm all the way in on this whole mystery thing of what is banana fish, what is this whole thing tied to.
I mean, it fucked his brother for one, so that's it very much is personal.
Yeah, and we also did a very this show did a very good job of establishing the way in which all the characters are connected.
Yep.
So to go through everything here, Griff or Griffin Callan Reese, war vet, goes to somewhere, ends up taking some bad drugs, probably to deal with just the fact that he's a soldier and he's having to do a bunch of things.
And they mentioned it was given to him by some doctor while he was over there.
Yes. But the thing that was also pretty bad was they said that there was somebody else who had a drug that was really bad and it killed them.
Right.
Billy.
Yeah.
So this is a precedent set for this drug being not just something that's necessarily coming from a bad source, but it in and of itself is potentially lethal.
Right.
And
hence the whole name of the show being Banana Fish.
Right. But while Griff is alive, he is not thriving. He is in a really, really shitty situation, and Ash is trying to save him or help him and figure out some way to do this. So really, in some ways, I actually get the vibe more that it's actually Ash that's the one that's undercover. He's the one that's actually the Wonder Child being set up to be this one who's he's the linchpin that will take down the mafia.
It very much gives me a vibe of Lelouch from Code Geass, where he's got the family member who's basically been, crippled in some way because of a past experience, and now even though he's not from this world originally, he was sort of thrust into it, right? Because probably maybe if his brother is the only family he has, his brother was kind of taking care of him, right? And then that happens to him, then he's on the streets, and then he gets picked up by the mob boss, right?
For sure.
So and then shit goes crazy, right?
Yep.
And now he's in this situation where he's adapted to that world. He's figured out how to carve out a place for himself so that way he can survive, not be in those videos anymore.
Yeah, there's some very specific things that I now see exactly why we were given the content warning, is that Ash was brought in probably very young to be molested by the mafia's people and stuff, and then of course they sold that to to fucks basically.
Yeah.
And okay, I understand Ash as a character. Very aggressive, strong introduction. But Ash is not alone.
No.
Ash has a gang. Ash has a lot of gangs with him, but not only that, he has a few trusted, close people with him. Skip, who's watching over Griff. Awesome. I love that subtle inference of this is Skip's spot, and there's points where he swaps times with Ash. Ash will come in here and basically take a shift. And I love that subtle little bit of efficient, just understanding of how their dynamic works. But then we also have characters like Shorter, who just is our favorite character in terms of the simplest just bro character. He gives me like Tanaka, Kuwabara, like
just he's got the crazy hair and everything.
Kamina, like I just love him. Yep, absolutely. Someone that would never betray Ash. Now, now, obviously, we're in a situation where everyone could betray everyone at any given point.
But that makes it even more important when there are those people where it's like, no, they are ride or die. Like, like they're with you. Because Ash's gang, that's more of because, you know, he's able to have that show of force where it's like, okay, you should follow me, right?
Yeah, he's got charisma. He's lethal. He's also, I would say, got this really unique perspective with the idea that when they work with the Mafia, they're peers, but they're separate. So it creates a little bit of this
grand vision, maybe, or
a little bit of this idea of maybe that they can be like, yeah, we're a big deal too, and then the
hold
Mafia
themselves to that higher standard, maybe,
right? But then also the Mafia, Papadino can step in and be like, no, I'm going to order you all to kill this guy, and then they find out that, well, shit, that was. I mean, boss, we did
we didn't think you'd
Papadino
find
made
out.
us do this. And then of course Skip's like, hey, Arthur probably had something to do with it, and he's like, yep, that makes sense. And we find out that Arthur is the one who kind of has the ambitions to replace Ash.
And got his fingers shot off.
And there was that little bit where Skip was like, hey, some drunk, kind of, touched his gun and, got his fingers blown off. It's like, wonder who that was.
With just those little scars, stitch markings, right there.
That, like, I can't imagine having to restitch on fingers.
Oh, yeah. And all four of them, too. Like, that really had to be a straight shot of, like, he was...
Or
like
one at a time.
Oh, God. Like, I didn't think about that.
A more realistic thing is just, like, 1, bah, 2, bah.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
And I mean, Ash is probably the kind of guy who's had to do some really, really intense things in order to gain the respect of all these people.
And keep it.
Because people can't just be scared of you. They have to be, like, terrified of you under, like, these specific circumstances of, did you hear? Someone touched his gun.
And he shot their
fingers off.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
He didn't kill them. He made them suffer.
Yep.
Like
he made them an example. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And then still made them work for him.
Right, and they still work for him. Yeah.
Even if they end up betraying him later, right? Until then, everyone got to see, oh shit, yeah. Even though he got his fingers blown off and re-sewn back on, he is still Ash's bitch, basically.
Yeah, and he apparently can fight too. His martial skills in the bar fight were fucking
so
awesome.
Cool. Like that was
oh my god.
That was awesome. Also, the fact that, like, he's never missed a target at 25 yards with a pistol with a shortened barrel. That's crazy. That is absolutely insane.
I actually really liked, this is something that you will probably know about, but you might not. Did you notice the stance he went into when he was going to shoot the pistol?
Oh, that's a cop stance.
This is not just a cop stance. This is the best stance for maximum accuracy with a handgun. Because with a handgun specifically, there's so much vertical blowback that you have to just assume that that's going to be there. So you two-hand it. You always two-hand it.
Yeah, right. Especially if you're wanting to make multiple shots. You need to brace it with both hands.
Yeah, your offhand goes slightly underneath to keep everything focused so it doesn't blow back left or right. Well, keep going.
Well, the other reason why you keep this is maybe one of the things that is potentially extra telling, right? And granted, he has a brother who was a soldier, right?
And a cop in the police academy.
And a cop.
Which means he might have wanted to do that too.
Sure. But the other reason why you keep your hand underneath it, it's not actually, you don't need to do that with revolvers. You do that because if you're firing a semi-auto with a slide, the slide will actually come back and slice your thumb if you have hands over each other.
Yep.
So you got to have it underneath.
Yeah. So, which means he's used to firing semi-auto.
Right. And I use semi-auto incorrectly because, all guns are semi-auto basically, in this age, right?
Well, yeah, this is...
Unless it's like a bolt action.
No, I know, but this gun literally has
a hammer. It does have a hammer.
So he does actually need to do it for this case here. So in some ways, this part here, this last bit of the episode, gave away that he's potentially an undercover cop. And, I absolutely could see it being a thing where he's like, crazy. I am motivated. I have been involved in some really fucked up shit, so I need help. Right. But not only that, they might even be using him as a thing of like this isn't like a cop level. This is like an FBI level where they're aware of all the really nasty shit that the mafia has done, but they're like, we need proof, so we're gonna have you like go in and you're gonna be our weapon, basically.
Right. And the thing is that who knows what the level of cop connection is, right? Because we know that at the very least he has that connection to Charlie, right? Which is like, okay, that's it's a good way to know that they are very much working together.
And that feels more like Charlie is their liaison,
right?
To the cops in general. So it's a thing where they're like, hey, let's keep a good relationship going.
Exactly. But it theoretically could go a lot farther than that.
True. Yeah, because it might be a thing where then Charlie reports to the FBI, basically.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So there's a whole bunch of things potentially wrapped up in there. But then we have the drug that got picked up.
Yep.
So now, okay.
The doctor has that, and the
Meredith
doctor
has it.
is also taking care of Griff now, which is a great point because...
Well, yeah, he's drawing the connection to be like, hey, probably like look at his blood work. See if there's anything residual, or use him as a point of reference for...
But it's probably also something where it was I get the feeling that my place is going to get searched, so I'm getting all of the stuff out of there, including my brother, and the fact that he's keeping his brother's secret means that he doesn't want anyone to know about him, which makes sense, because that's a family member.
Right.
But two,
yeah.
That's, if he does have ties to the police and stuff, that would definitely be something where, that might come into the light, and given that Skip knows about that, that's another reason why it's a problem that Skip got taken, not just because we really like Skip, but because, all kinds of things could come about from them getting taken, even if they don't end up getting killed, right?
Yeah.
So
now, I think Skip is also ride or die.
Oh, I think so too.
I think Skip,
but
they
torture,
love each other. They absolutely love each other. Yes, torture will break anybody.
Yeah.
But I really like that all this. You have two characters of extreme import in the plot side of things here. You have Ash, who is the driving force in the story. But you have Griff, who is the one that has the reactive stuff, all the things that happened to him. So anyone that is one direction of separation from him, basically, is extremely important. Yeah. If Meredith was trusted with his brother, that means that Meredith is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
He is someone that Ash has, like, absolute faith in. Because he is risking a lot by not only giving him his brother, but also this drug.
Right.
Which apparently Papadino will kill for.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm actually really, like, surprised that Ash got this. Like, it feels like it was too easy.
Well, and also, one of the things that I'm wondering about is like, okay, why is it important given how small of an amount it is?
Well, I think it's because it could get tested.
Right. It could get tested, people could find out about it, and then that could cause problems. But, like, when, like, other than the whole testing to find out what it is, the other things that come to mind is that this is potentially a new strain and it's some prototype that's going to be like,
it's
even
a new
better
version of banana
right,
fish.
New version, right?
Yeah.
So this is unique and it can't be replaced, so they need to find it. Or two, that this is something that's somehow so unbelievably concentrated that they can basically dilute it down to like a mass quantity, like you would never actually want anyone to ingest any amount of this in the state that it's in right now.
Yeah.
But the stuff that that Griff got maybe was just like, a speck of this that was like put into some water or something like that. Or
he got an incomplete version or what have
right.
you.
But
But okay, so we now can see the dynamic of where the violence and conflict in this story is going to escalate because you have the mafia and Ash's gang potentially at odds, with Arthur also working with Marvin to off Ash in a way that would go against the boss's wishes. That's potentially something that I'm really curious to see if it's actually like Arthur being like, let's kill him, let's do this, because Papadino almost is protecting Ash in some ways as well by being like, well, I'm the creepy old guy who definitely groomed him, but
among other things.
Among other things, of course. But like,
will
that spill out to then the mafia being like, how dare you touch him?
Well, one of the things that I was kind of curious about is that, because like Papadino, I'm sure while he Ash is important to him in his whole predatory side of things.
Yes.
He also wouldn't have gotten to this position by not cutting off the heads of upstarts that are starting to become a problem, regardless of if he's fond of them, right?
Yeah,
and
but this literally might be that case where he's
right.
He's treating him differently. That's why I get the Griffith vibes, is that this is very much like exactly what Griffith had as a unique situation there. And then he ended up being the instrument of the demise of his of his abuser.
Yeah, we'll have to see how that goes in future episodes and stuff. But like, because he did say he's all yours, Marvin, which I like.
That was, he said, don't kill him though.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Said, literally, however, keep him alive.
Yep.
And then Arthur was like, "What the hell, really? The old man said that?" And he's like, "Nah, he's always loved Ash, just like you." And I love that other bit of things as well, is that the reason why Arthur is potentially someone that would have even had the chance to touch the gun of Ash's is because Arthur and Ash might have been a thing at some point.
Oh, gotcha.
Like they actually might have been together. He might have actually, like, at the very least, he might have loved Ash because that's what he just said for one, but also it might have been somewhat.
I thought he was saying that Arthur might have been also one of Papa Dino's favorite children, basically.
Okay. That's also an interpretation that works. He's always loved Ash, just like you. Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of improper grammar? Because
feel like
it could mean both.
No,
There's ways that you should distinct. He's always loved Ash, just like you've always loved Ash. I think that was the way I was interpreting
it. Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like...
I suppose either works.
I feel like if it was also... if it was he's always loved Ash, just like he always loved you, then you wouldn't say just like you. You would say...
Yeah,
as well as you.
Yeah,
like,
yours.
He's special, just like you.
Yeah, your interpretation is probably the right one. But regardless, I get the feeling that we're probably going to get that clarified in the next episode in potentially some very uncomfortable ways.
Oh yeah, because next bit there, this part was something I wanted to meme on in a funny way. It's like, oh, does he have flashbacks? And I was just like, oh, well, yep, we're gonna have flashbacks, and they're gonna be traumatic and dark and fucked up. Okay.
Yeah. Well, but also just the fact that
ready.
since they kidnapped Skip, really, because they don't know if Skip necessarily knows anything, they'd probably interrogate him, because why not? But since they're really after Ash here, they're wanting Ash to chase,
Right. I don't think they know that Skip knows anything.
No,
I think they're more being like, oh,
Ash will come after you.
We can get Ash by getting Skip. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and given that Marvin is going against the boss's wishes about keeping him alive, I get the feeling he's going to be doing certain things to Ash if he gets the chance before then.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
But
we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, the mystery of who is Ash Lynx. What is this whole thing leading to?
Definitely not his name.
Oh yeah, and I mean, we know his last name. But the speed at which this episode raced through everything gave me like really, really good vibes for the story overall, in that while it's only 2 cour, I mean,
if they keep it going at this pace and for 2 cours,
there's no way they can maintain this pace.
No, this was too much.
This was we get there, we have to introduce a lot of people, so we're going to very quickly do all that, and I feel like almost really, I would love to be like proven wrong, and it's like, oh no, it's a light novel or something. But this very much gave me anime original vibes,
right?
Because of how tightly paced this episode was.
Yeah, exactly. It's either something that feels like it was heavily trimmed down and edited to make sure that it could work in a single episode to have all this stuff communicated.
Yeah, it's like 5 chapters.
Right, exactly.
Episode,
or it was made, for this medium, right?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but wonderful stuff. Love the seated dynamic between AG and Ash, both as, the whole romance angle, because they're complete and total opposites.
Oh yeah, but this is where the BL side of things could totally come in, is that they're literally hot and cold, fire and ice, dark and white. It's
chaos and peace. The fish out of water. Stranger in a strange land, and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
and we're about to have Ash also save AG, even though AG isn't necessarily the person that he's concerned about right now. So there you go.
Yeah, he doesn't want people to die.
Nope, that's true.
But he is absolutely willing to kill people.
Yeah, he will shoot a bitch from very far away.
As the guys in the car were like, he got Jack!
Yeah.
He's the devil himself. And it's like,
right.
I mean, again, Griffith, I gotta say it. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us and the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.